For preview time. And because there's only 2 games, I don't need to worry about timestamps. So, this is going to be a nice short video. Starting at 7:30 Eastern tonight, 4:30 Pacific. So, giving you an extra half an hour to get ready. The Washington Capitals are in against the Carolina Hurricanes. These, of course, being two teams that know each other pretty darn well, both from the playoffs and from having played each other twice already this year. Washington's 27-9-5, but they're 5-5 in their last 10. So some cracks have started to show, or they're just going through one of those down periods that you can when you're one of the best teams in the league. Carolina 24-14-2 over their last 10. They're 6-3-1. And Carolina's kind of had Washington's number, not just in Game 7 of last year's playoffs, but this season as well. October 5th in Washington, Carolina won 3-2 in overtime. And Carolina beat Washington 6-4 in Carolina. So for the Canes, they like this matchup a lot. And for Washington, they want to get revenge, which is why I went with the Dallas jersey, because I have no idea who's going to win. I have no clue. I won't even hazard a guess. But it should be interesting. Now, scoring over their last 10 games, Nick Backstrom with 4 goals and 8 assists for the Washington Capitals. Wilson, 2 goals and 5 assists. Kuznetsov, 3 goals, 5 assists. And Richard Panik, 2 goals and 2 assists for him over their last 10 games. On the blue line, Carlson, 2 goals and 5 assists. There's still some debate about whether or not he'll hit 100 points this year. He won't, but he's going to hit, I would think, at least 80. Orlov, 1 goal, 6 assists on the blue line. When you look at their goaltending, I know Holtby's going to the All-Star game, but does he belong there? And has there been enough talk about this? Holtby's 2-5 over their last 10 with an .871 save percentage. Samsonov, who starts tonight, is 3-0 with a .920 save percentage over that same period. Samsonov's numbers have been better than Holtby's. Anyways, on the Carolina side of things, Svechnikov, 4 goals, 2 assists over their last 10 games. Aho, 7 goals, 2 assists. I don't think he cares if he's going to the All-Star game. Niederreiter, 2 goals, 7 assists. Netches with 3 goals and 3 assists over their last 10 games. Dougie Hamilton, 3 goals, 6 assists as he continues this amazing season he's been having. And Pesce with 1 goal and 3 assists over their last 10 games. In net, it's likely Mrazek. They haven't confirmed it as of the time I'm recording this. 3-2-1 with a .901 save percentage, and Reimer's 3-1 with a .906 save percentage. So, yeah, for Carolina, they're at home. They've got a good chance here. This is the third of 4 meetings this year. We'll see if Washington can finally come up with a win, and if they can sort of break out of the doldrums they've been in. So, Detroit and Dallas starts at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. And for Dallas, this is definitely, you would consider it a trap game, right? But I'm not going to put up an Akbar magnet because while Detroit's 10, 28-3, they're 3-7 over their last 10. Dallas is 23-14-4. They're 6-3-1 in their last 10. They've already met once this year, and Detroit beat them. On October 6th in Detroit, the Red Wings won 4-3. So Dallas should be well aware that if you don't take them all that seriously, the Red Wings will beat you. So there's no reason to think that this is necessarily a trap game, although coming off of that big victory, that emotional victory that they had over the Nashville Predators at the Winter Classic, I could see them coming down a little bit today against a Detroit Red Wings team that looks overmatched. Scoring over their last 10 games, Robbie Fabry, 3 goals, 2 assists for the Wings. Bertuzzi, 5 goals and 1 assist. Zadina, 3 goals and 4 assists. Well, we're all fascinated with this miserable season Detroit's having. Zadina's playing pretty well. Ernie, 2 goals. And they've got N and Ernie on that fourth line. Just put Bert there. Just put Bert there just for one shift so we can have Bert and Ernie. It has to have happened at some point this season, right? All 3 of them were on the ice together. On the blue line, Hronik, 2 goals, 6 assists over their last 10 games. Madison Bowie, 1 goal, 3 assists. Since being waived and sent down, I think Bowie's played better since he came back up. Red Wings fans can let me know how you feel. Bernier's listed as likely. He has a 3-2 record over their last 10 with a .951 save percentage. Howard, the last 10 games he's been on the roster, he's 0-5-1 with an .878 save percentage, which is bad, but it's still better than Holtby's over the last 10 games. Yeah, It goes to this theory I've had for a long time that the All-Star game is really about reputation as much as anything else. So for a guy who is well known, whether it's Fleury in net or Holtby in net, name recognition will get you into the All-Star game as much as anything else. Now on the Dallas side of things, Sagan, I'm not saying that to insult goaltenders or anybody else who's in the All-Star game. It's not necessarily a measure of who's having a great season. It's just a measure of who the biggest stars are. Now, Sagan, 5 goals, 4 assists for Dallas over their last 10. Radulov, 3 goals, 7 assists. Rope Hintz, 2 goals and 4 assists. And Blake Como, 2 goals and an assist. Como is a major player for Dallas. It's easy to not see that, but his physicality and just his overall play, he seems to galvanize the players around him, and players will fight for him, that kind of thing. On the blue line, Lindell with 5 assists over their last 10 games. And Sekera, 1 goal, 2 assists. With Klingberg out today, and Klingberg apparently isn't playing tonight. It's just an upper body. See, I didn't even talk about it news of the day because it's just one of those day-to-day injuries. And if I get into all the day-to-day injuries, I'll just fill up the board every day with day-to-day injuries, and it's just there's no way you'll retain all of it. So, yeah, with Klingberg out, Sekera might have to step up into one of those top 4 spots. At least points-wise. Goaltending, Bishop will be backing up Hudobin tonight. Bishop's 3-3-1 with a .910 save percentage over the last 10. Hudobin's got a perfect 3-0-0 record with a .948 save percentage. Pretty darn good numbers. And Hudobin's been full value for that. Now, since there's only the 2 games, why don't we take a look over here at the playoff picture? Right now, the Capitals at 59 points would be hosting the Flyers, who have 49 points. Both the Islanders and Pittsburgh, 53 points. The tiebreaker goes to the Islanders, so they would currently have home ice. Boston, 59 points. Carolina with 50. Toronto, 51 points. They'd have home ice against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have 48. As the points totals start to even out between the Atlantic and the Metro. Right now, the Florida Panthers, 47 points. They sit 1 point behind Tampa and only 2 behind the Philadelphia Flyers. We can't rule out that you could have one of the wild cards be an Atlantic team just yet. And there's Columbus at 46 points, 3 points behind the Flyers. So the Flyers better get it together because there's some teams coming up after them. Buffalo, 43 points. They're 6 points back of the wild card spot. They're 5 points back of Tampa. The Rangers, 7 points back of Philly. And Montreal, 6 points back of Tampa, 7 points back of Philly. So that's why Montreal's making this move, because they're right on that borderline. 58 points for St. Louis, leads the way in the West. And they would play the Oilers, who have 47 points. The Colorado Avalanche, 52 points. They're 2 ahead of Dallas with 50. You have the Vegas Golden Knights with 52. And Winnipeg would be their opposition with 47. 50 points for the Arizona Coyotes. Gets them second. Vancouver with 48 points has third. Now, if we look at Calgary, they have 47 points. They have the same number of points as Winnipeg and Edmonton, but they lose out on the tiebreaker. The Minnesota Wild, 43 points. Nashville, 42 points. Chicago, 42 points. So that's all the way to 5 points back. And for Nashville, they have to be looking over their shoulder and going, oh, hey, Chicago's right here. We could be at the bottom of the division. Now, San Jose at 39 points, that's where you're flirting with. Probably not going to make it because they're 8 points out. And then you have 9 points out, the LA Kings with 38. I dropped Anaheim off the board because they're 10 points out. Anybody that's 10 points or further out of the playoffs, I drop off the board. But there you go. You guys are all set up for tonight. Let me know your winners, all that other wonderful stuff in the comment section below. Which of the teams that's sitting outside the playoff spots currently occupied up here do you think has the best chance of knocking them off? All that other wonderful stuff. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. It means a lot. I'll talk to you again soon.